It's time now for the Frankie from Flatbush show on FSPN. Because fuck ESPN, that's why. Here's Frankie.
All right, Frankie Familia. We got to talk about some signings the Jets made today. They made some signings, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We got some people to the practice squad. And no big names, but one familiar name comes back. Let's take a look at the announcement. Now, the interesting thing is, before we take a look at this, there still is one spot open left on the practice squad. Why? Why is that the case? Let's take a look. Figure out what the hell's going on with the Jetsies. All right. Well, the Jets, as you can see right here, they added two players. Michael Walker. Can't say I was familiar with his game. And Lawrence Toafili. So Toafili is the running back we had in camp. So he comes back as we speculated he would. But then we added Michael Walker, whoever that is. And apparently he's yet another special teams ace. We're just adding special teams aces. But we also released Aaron Boog Smith, and that's the thing that's a little curious. You would think we'd sign these guys. We had two spots. We signed two guys. Okay, that's going to be the end of it. We're going to war with the army that we got. But no, we release Boog Smith. So why? Why is that happening? Who else are we signing? Somebody good, maybe? So Michael Walker played in 74. So this is a guy with game experience. This isn't a rookie or somebody who never got into a game before. And he's mostly a special teamer. Now, last year he played in all 17 games for the Washington Commanders. They were a very good team, if you remember. And he played in all their games, 344 special teams plays, and only 77 defensive snaps. So he's mostly a special teamer. So this is a guy who actually could come up and be elevated for certain games. Certainly possible. Now, here's how PFF thought about him. They didn't like him as a linebacker very much. He got very poor grades, but only a few snaps. It doesn't really say much. But last year, so this guy bounced around Atlanta, Pittsburgh. Okay, found his way onto the Commanders, and he played 406 snaps in all of the phases. So this is a core four special teams kind of guy. No penalties in 406 snaps, 73.9 grade, again, over a lot of snaps. And so no penalties. So, a worthwhile person to put on your practice squad, certainly. Practice squad guys, it's free money. If they can offer you anything in the season, it's free money. So another good signing, I think, for Muji. Is it going to be spectacular? I mean, I don't know. But the interesting thing about it is, here's the practice squad now. Like I said, we released Boog Smith here for some reason. You would think he could just fit right here, 17th spot. But that's not the case. So you got to wonder why they're keeping this open. Are they going to try to bump somebody off the roster when we sign Zadarius Smith or Jadeveon Clowney like we've been talking about all year? I don't know. But you'd think today would be the day we would finalize the practice squad and the roster. Now, you don't have to have a 17th player here. You could keep a spot open. I don't know why you would, unless you're working on something and you're not sure what's going to happen. But it would be nice if we signed someone significant. So something that could happen, for example, is that we sign somebody significant to the 53-man. Let's say we sign Zadarius Smith or Jadeveon Clowney or somebody like that. They have to go on the 53-man. They're getting a real contract. They're not going to the practice squad. Although sometimes you do see they start these guys out on the practice squad as they get up to speed, and then they move them up. But one thing you could do is take Andrew Beck and put him on the practice squad, and you say, okay, Andrew, let's have a deal. We're going to elevate you. Don't sign anywhere else, please. And don't worry. We're going to elevate you, and then eventually we'll sign you back to the 53-man. No problem in terms of money for Andrew Beck and stuff like that. So that's something you could see, and that could be a reason they're keeping the spot open. Let's hope so. Let's hope they're signing an edge or a safety, like Jabril Peppers would be nice. But I think Jabril Peppers is going to have a lot of offers. I don't know why he would come over to this shit show, but you never know. We would love to have Jabril Peppers, I would think. So let's see. AG and Muji will have one more trick up their sleeve. Let's find out what it is. Hopefully by tomorrow. Season's starting, fellas. Let's get it going. Otherwise, here we are. 16 players of the 17 for the practice squad. Let me know what you think about all this. Mike Cal Walker, Lawrence Toafili, down in the comments. Let me know. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and all that good stuff.